Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another bombshell tarot reading. Yes, we do. Breaking news coming from California, where we have a cool summer. Yes, we do. At least where I live, it's been cool for the past few years. Yes, it has. It used to be like 80 to 95 every day in the summer, and it is more like 70 to 80. Yeah. So anyway, let's see what we have for you guys now that we've reported the weather, right? I wanted to be a weather woman when I was little. Let's see what we have, you guys. And we have willpower. Okay, and here's this woman. She looks like one of my clients. She does. And she's holding up the earth, and the moon is in her hand. In one hand, the earth in the other, looks like. This is about courage and willpower and confidence and all that finding. And this woman, this beautiful woman here, wearing this really pretty yellow dress, she is in front of the moon and she's very happy. And these butterflies are kind of flying all around her, right? There's like 3 butterflies here. And she has found the one that she thinks is the one. She found the one. Yes, she did. And we have answers. And here we have, God, that guy looks like somebody that, yeah, somebody here. But he is a hermit. And he has his hands crossed and he is seeking answers, isn't he? Yeah, and then we have these kind of this rune in the back, the symbols of a rune. Not sure what rune that is, but excuse me, guys. So this is about somebody found the one, and there's some type of spiritual growth or insight that has helped them with this. So maybe they figured out they already found the one, maybe, or maybe they are finding, maybe this is you, Sagittarius, maybe finding somebody now that you are spiritually evolved. That could be the case, right? That definitely could be the case. I was even thinking about that before I started this video, because there's a card in this deck that talks about how different you are once you spiritually awaken, and the things that you used to like, you don't even like them anymore. Woo, that's interesting, right? So let's see what else we have today for you guys. And we have the Vanity Fair card. All right, so this card, it talks about couples. It really does. Here's the Libra glyph. Here's the Gemini glyph. This Gemini is usually it's about the mind. It can be about ideas, choices, plans, and goals, things like that. But this couple over here, they're not happy. They're just in the back. And this couple seems to be happy. They do. And then there's some kind of nosy Nellies in the back looking out the window. This can talk about money sometimes. Couples who have money, right? Or a couple that has money. And then we have the 2 faces of Eve. And here's Eve, and she's such a sweet lady. She's over here feeding her baby, right, breastfeeding. And on the other side of the mirror, she's looking into the mirror, seeing the 2 sides of her. And interestingly enough, she is dressed kind of differently here, but she's looking at the other Eve, the other face of Eve, as going out with pearls on and, this kind of crown and, things like that. And so this is about kind of deciding what life you want, right? It can be maybe you wanted that life with somebody. You want both. You want, you want to raise a baby, and, over here, you want to be, share a social life with them. That's a possibility, but this is usually about somebody who is choosing one or the other. Yeah, because somebody has found the one. Remember, we have that card. So let's see what else we have. And today I'm using this deck for the fun of it. Yeah, because you can't see the images well. It's pastel. Somebody complained one time, like, what? 8 of Acorns. And this is, we're going to pull the traditional deck out in a moment. And this is an eel, I believe. But this is the 8 of Wands. I'm pretty sure the acorns are the wands. Yeah. And the acorns, yeah, the reason why they are the wands is because acorns grow into a big oak tree. Yeah, this one little acorn that is so cute. Unless it's hollow and it's dead, right? So if there's one out in the yard, I'm sure there is, right? There's a few. Going to grow into a huge oak tree, although there's a lot of redwoods in this yard, right? But this is about energy and results. Yes, and that's what they mean. That's the connection there, that this will yield results. Yeah. And we have the King of Acorns reversed. How dare they, Sagittarius, because that's you, and you're reversed, and the horse is up in the air, like, giddy up kind of, and of course, there's an acorn, because he's the King of Acorns. This is about optimism and innovation, but it's reversed. There's two things in this reading, because we have the two faces of Eve showing up. There's two separate situations going on. Or somebody has learned from one big time. I mean, so big, it like changed their whole thing. That's why. Okay, so let's see what else we have. And how many reversals are in this deck? Hardly any, but these are what you got, Sagittarius. 10 of shells, that's the cups, right? Because of the water, right? And this is blessings and well-being, and that is reversed too. So something changes when we see the Eight of Wands, which is Eight of Acorns, always means, the wands always mean, progress, movement, and power, change, all good stuff. And so the energy and results are here. That's what's happening. But something over here wasn't going well with this innovation reversed, and well-being reversed, and blessings reversed. No, and somebody didn't have any hope for that, because optimism is reversed too. So let's see what we have for you guys, Sagittarius. And yeah, I hope you're well. So if you want to get a psychic reading, Sagittarius, I'm always checking for accuracies. That's how I do it. Yes, I do. Yeah, and I always check my work with my client. And they're lots of fun. You choose the format, live video call, which is very personal and it's an experience. Or you can get a video sent to you, or you can have the live call recorded. Best of both worlds, right? The tarot readings are done the same way, and if you don't understand somebody, or you just really need to kind of get into somebody's brain, get a psychic reading. Yeah, exactly. Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading, and and then I also do past life readings, and those are very important. Yeah, those are super important for you to live your best life, because the past life readings are related to the nodes. And the North Node is about your true potential and your evolution and your best life. That's really what that's about, yeah. So that helps you get there. It really does. And bottom of the deck is the 7 of Wands. So this is about resisting somebody, resisting something, or about being overwhelmed. It's usually both. Yeah, and it's whatever it is, whatever is overwhelming or resisted, there's been a lot of thought here, and it's creating overwhelm in the mind, because it is a 7. This is a very Gemini card, yeah. Even though Gemini is not really associated, well, it is associated with the 7, because the 7 is about the mind. Yeah, it is. Just not in terms of the houses in astrology. So we start with the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, not the happiest card to start with, but remember I said something here is there's no hope, it's not creating any well-being, and it just wasn't working out because we had innovation reversed as well. So that's why Eve is taking a look in the mirror, like, what do I really want? That's what Eve's doing here, right? Yeah. All right, so let's see what else we have. We have the Fool, the 7 of Pentacles in the past. We have the 9 of Pentacles, the Magician, a lot of Aries energy here, but Aries is about, forging the way forward. That's what Aries is about. And so, yeah, in the heart of the matter, you guys, is this 5 of Pentacles with the Fool. This is like I'm leaving something out because I need to take a leap of faith on something else. Or I was so unhappy and feeling in lack that I need to go leave that place and take a leap of faith on something. Yeah, I need to have courage. And we started the reading with willpower. That's a very Aries kind of take a leap energy, right? One moment. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. So anyway, getting back to this, Yeah, and hopefully nobody's in poor health here because sometimes, the Five of Pentacles can talk about health, can talk about mental health in this reading, not really physical, uh, right? Because somebody was so uninspired, they might have felt like, gee, right? You don't have to have chronic depression because of it, but you could, yeah, I mean, somebody could have been sad here, possibly. I feel like somebody was just left out, and that person, whoever was left out, or a situation was left out, uh, I feel like that was probably earlier. Um, yeah, and that's not so much being like kind of, spoken about so much in this reading. This is about the new beginning. This is about the here and now and the future. That's what it's about. If you guys want to see a really cool video over on New Thinking Aloud, it is about Chinese traditional medicine and how they get at the root of things. And she's talking about, with no side effects and, things like that. So beautiful. Um, yeah, it's a really cool video. So go check that out. All right. So let's get another card here. And let's get the little card, Sagittarius, because, let's see what we got. In the heart of the matter. And the Ten of Wands, you see? So this is like somebody felt burdened by whatever they were doing, and they're like, no, I can't do that anymore, right? Okay. So what's helping this, what's in your favor, Sagittarius, or kind of favorable for you, is the Seven of Pentacles. And this is kind of, how does my garden grow? And you could be saying, what do you mean? And that means he's looking at his bush, his money bush, and he's wondering what's going to happen, what's going to become of his leap of faith, really. That's what that's about, right? What's going to happen when I take a leap of faith? And we have with it the Six of Swords, and row in my rowboat, row away from, whoever or whatever. See, somebody found their spiritual answers. Yes, they did. And, hopefully they didn't have to, end up looking like this guy, right? Because, he's, he's not Mr. Grooming, right? No, he's not. All right. So, but here he is rowing away, and that's helping you. It's helping you. Somebody could be leaving somebody for you. They really could. But it's helping you, Sagittarius, because there's like a fixing in this reading. A fixing. You could be saying, what do you mean? Well, she found the love of her life in this card, and then the answers card come with the Hermit, right? So this is like a spiritual fixing. I found the answer I needed that is really helping to, helping me to move forward and be happy in my life and be content, right? Content is the right word. Happy is like, it's great. You see the kids are happy, but contentment is the long-lasting one, right? You can't be happy all the time. You can't be laughing all the time, right? It doesn't work like that. Nine of Pentacles sitting in the past with the Four of Pentacles. Lots of Pentacles right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. And we also have the King and the Queen. That's interesting. But the fact that we have these Pentacles here, this is about what somebody values. Yeah, this is about what's important to somebody. Yeah, it is. So the Nine of Pentacles, somebody could have, it might have been important to become single, or at the very least, very self-sufficient. I don't know what that means. They can move with you, they can marry, they became single, they can marry you, but maybe they needed, a better job or more money or something, or they needed to be single, either one, but they did it, Sagittarius, they did it, because it's right up here next to this, what is kind of in your favor, like what's helping you. What's facilitating this, right? And Four of Pentacles, so they can hold on to you. And we have here the focus is the Magician. Yeah, the focus is the same thing as the Fool here. I need a new beginning. Yeah, Eight of Swords with it. And why do I say need? Because this guy over here, because we start with the Five of Pentacles, number one, but over here is, the Hermit. Yeah, he's definitely in need of, some tender care, some self-care and self-love, right? He needs to go take a shower and hopefully get a haircut. If he's not going to get a haircut, then, just fix it nice. It doesn't have to be anything, real special, but, he might need a bath, right? So that's what I mean about You know, here's this Eight of Swords with the Magician. And yeah, this is a release, so I can have a new beginning. The magician's always about a new beginning on some level. He's either feels well equipped because he's got every element here, every tool, basically the cup, the pentacle, etc. Uh, and he's also number one. So we know it's about new beginnings and new endeavors and having the courage as well. Yeah, here's the Fool. He has the courage, right? Yeah, blind courage even. So, somebody could have felt like they missed you big time, Sagittarius. I feel like that's what's going on in this reading. And this person realized that they found the love of their life with you. This card is so, it's so pretty too. This nice lady here, and she's, she realizes that she found the right one. She does. And here we have the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. So there's two sevens in this reading, right? And remember, sevens are about assessing. It's about the mind. It's about thinking about things. And here we have a choice, right? So let's see with the Seven of Cups, or somebody had options, right? Or somebody is confused as to what they are choosing. But nobody's confused in this reading. In fact, they could have been confused. They could have been so confused that, I don't know, they thought they were, I don't know, going on an adult ride or something, and they ended up on the little merry-go-round, right? I mean, it could have been that kind of, because there's such a contrast in this reading, right? So Two of Swords, Seven of Cups, and that Two of Swords person, or whoever's doing that, could be you, though, Sagittarius, but, I always read it like it's the other person. But this Two, you'll know, of course, right? But this Two of Swords reversed here, this is like, well, I just had to make this choice. That's what that means. Yeah, I just put the swords down, and I have to make the choice. And now we have the Knight of Cups. And this is the advice. This is letting you know this person's coming to bring you a cup of water, a cup of wine, a cup of soda. Don't drink the soda, Sagittarius. It's not healthy, right? But yeah, they're coming to bring you a cup of love. That's what they're coming for. And in the environment is the Six of Cups. And that is somebody who finds you very special. Familiar, special, nostalgic. They probably have memories of you. And we have it with the Page of Pentacles. So this is in the environment, in the psyche. This person wants a new beginning with you, and they feel like you are special. Remember, we have the lady who finding, right? And here are the butterflies next to her, and she's so happy. So that is, that's, repeating that pretty much. King of Pentacles, hopes and fears. Here he is. Maybe somebody needs money here when you hope to be the King of Pentacles. Just teasing, right? I'm just kidding, right? We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Oh, and in the hopes and fears, this could be an earth sign who thinks you're going to be in the reverse for some reason. Or, I don't know, or their their idea of fate and destiny is not going to work out. Maybe, I mean, that could be that, but I don't feel like it is. I feel like it has to do with you. And we have the Emperor here and the hopes and fears. I hope this person is hoping that they can take control of this situation. And I don't mean to control you. I mean, of course, you guys know that. You guys are smarter than that, right? But I mean to control the situation and have their new beginning, the Magician, right? That type of control, yeah. All right, and in the potential outcome is the Queen of Pentacles. Here she is. She always looks really sweet, right? And as I mentioned yesterday, she has her legs closed, Sagittarius. So, I'm just teasing. It's like to tease. And the Queen of Wands always has her legs open. I think it's funny. Let's get a card here. She does dance to her own drum. So that's more important, definitely. We have the Knight of Cups with it. So we have the Knight of Cups twice. This is in the potential outcome. This earth sign, maybe it's an earth sign. Could be, right? We have the Queen and the King. Could be Aries. Lots of Aries here. Like 3 cards of Aries, right? And that's all we have in terms of majors. Very interesting. And the Nine of Cups. Look at that. Here, this person is probably your wish too, Sagittarius. And here they come. I'm going to end this reading. If you guys want to get a reading with me, check out the description box below. yeah, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps me to continue to keep bringing these videos to you. And yeah, and hit the little bell if you want to be notified of my next upload. Thanks so much, you guys, for joining me here.